Aloha, my loves, and welcome back. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to take a wreath that we already have that we made, I believe, last year or the year before. We're going to take it apart and then we're going to redo it again, but we're going to add some more items to it and make it look like a whole brand new wreath. So we're going to go ahead and start taking the items off of the wreath. We're going to fix them up and set them aside. And once we have everything to the side and off the wreath, we'll go to step 2 and we're going to add some mesh. Now this 24-inch wreath we got from Hobby Lobby. It was $12.99, and the white Deco mesh ribbon came from the wreath shop, and that was $6.95. So what we're going to do is gather the beginning of the mesh ribbon together, and we're going to take it through our wreath. We're going to flip our wreath over, and we're going to tie it to the back of the frame. You can use a Chanel stem, or you can use a zip tie, or you could just tie it with the branches, which I usually do. But if you're going to sell it or give it away, then just go ahead and secure it with one of those items. And if you just want to do the branches, it never hurts to add a little hot glue. So once we have that all secure, we're going to go ahead and take the branches and wrap it around just to cover it up. And once everything has been secure, we're going to go ahead and flip the wreath over and we're going to start making our poofs. Now you can actually get a ruler and measure your poofs if you want. You can make your poofs 3, 6, 8, 4, depending on how big or how small you want your poofs. I'm just going to eyeball it. I try to do 4 to 6 inches. And what I do is once it's secure, I grab the end of the ribbon where we're going to take the roll and I go ahead and make my poof. I open 2 branches on the opposite side. I place the mesh ribbon inside. I push down and I wrap once. I wrap twice. You can do 3 times. I just usually do 2, maybe 3, because I want to make sure I have room to put my ribbon, or if I want to put an ornament, or if I want something to put something in. Because when you're done, if you don't want the branches sticking up, or if it's not full, we can always wrap the branches around the wreath. And as you can see, we're just going to do this all the way around the wreath. Now you will notice that some wreaths have 1 round metal hoop and some have 2. We have a 2 hoop one. I think the 2 ones are a lot better because you can put more decor on top of it, but you can also use the 1 frame. And like I said, we're just going to grab some poof, put it inside our branches and twist the branches and then go on and make another poof. We have went around the wreath one complete time. So this is the difference between a one frame and a two frame. So since this is a two frame, all we're going to do is go ahead and put the mesh ribbon inside of the wreath. Go ahead and tie it, and then we're going to take our next poof and just move it just a little and go down and make that poof on the second frame. And we're going to go ahead and continue the process going all the way around until we come back a full circle. And now we have come full circle. We're at the end of our mesh, and we're going to go ahead and make that poof. And we're going to do the exact same thing we did in the beginning. We're going to make that poof, tie it down, and then we're going to take the end of it through the wreath, flip the wreath over, and then we're going to go ahead and attach it to the frame. We're going to use either Chanel stem, or you can use a zip tie to secure it to the frame. And once that is secure, we're going to go ahead and flip our wreath back over. And we're just going to go ahead and poof it out just a little. And once we're satisfied with that, we're just going to go ahead and grab our ribbon. And we're going to go ahead and place the ribbon that we took off the wreath and put it right back on our wreath. Now this glittery white ribbon with the red and white trim came from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use one of those, and then I have the stripe ribbon, and then also the ribbon with the candy cane. So what we're going to do with the three ribbons are we're going to go ahead and take them and crisscross different ribbons and place them throughout the wreath. So we're just going to mix it up. So I believe I used two of each. And all we're going to do is crisscross it, as you can see. And I'm just going to take those branches that we put the mesh in. We're going to open the branch. We're going to take and crisscross our ribbon. We're going to place it inside. And we're going to go ahead and tie it. We're going to do that 2 times. And then we're just going to go ahead and move the wreath over. And then you just place the ribbon that you have inside. If you don't want to use ribbon, you don't have to. If you want to see how I cut this ribbon, you have to watch another video. I'm sorry. I'll try to find the original to this one so I can attach it so you can see what the wreath looked like and how I place it together. But we're just going to go ahead and put the ribbon inside of our wreath. Now we got these bulbs from Walmart, and we're going to go ahead and place them back on our wreath. After the holidays, when they start marking their bulbs down to 80 and 90%, if you just see colors that you know that you're not going to put on your tree, you can always use the bulbs to place inside of your wreath. You can use them to place inside of lanterns. So always look at bulbs at the end of the season because they do come in handy. And all we're going to do is place a little hot glue going all the way around the bulb and take that and stick it right on the ribbon, or you can stick it right on the mesh. Whatever is open. I believe I just stuck mine's on the actual branch. But another way you can do it is open your branch, put a little hot glue, and then go ahead and wrap the branches around the bulb because you see this is a longer bulb, and then that way we know it will be secure and it will stay inside. Now these peppermint and berry lollipops we got from Hobby Lobby. We're going to use four, and they were $4.49. And what you're going to do is take the pick through the wreath, flip the wreath over, and we're going to bend that stem, and we're going to wrap it around the frame. And once we have that secure, I take a branch and I just take a branch and wrap it around this stem. So when you flip it over, all you see is the greenery and not the brown part of the pig. Then you just flip your wreath back over, fix your lollipop, and go ahead and add another one. And we're going to put all four lollipops right back into the wreath. And we got this red and white lollipop from Hobby Lobby too. It was $3.99, but as you can see, we sliced it down. So we used two and we placed it all throughout the wreath. But what we're going to do is do the exact same thing. You're going to take the stem, take it through the wreath, take the tip of it, wrap it around that frame. We're going to use the greenery to cover the back part of that stem. And then when you flip it back over, you can lay the lollipop right into a branch and then take that branch and wrap it around just to secure it. This way it's secure both ways and you don't have to worry about it coming out. Now we got this berry from Hobby Lobby and we split it in half and it was $2.99. And we're going to go ahead and take the end of it, take the pick right through the wreath the same way. And we're going to take the stem of it and we're going to use that to wrap around the frame. We're going to go ahead and take the branches to cover it up. And then we're going to flip the wreath back over. And there's our berry, nice and secure. And we're going to go ahead and do the other exact same thing with the other piece. Now these little clip-on berries came from Walmart. They were $1.98 each. and they have the clip. So all you do is go ahead and take the clip and clip it onto your frame. Now, if you don't want to use the clip, you can cut it off and just go ahead and take and put some hot glue on the pick and then lay it in between your branches and wrap it around. But we're just going to go ahead and use the clips. And then if you take it off, you can use the clips on something else. But I like the little clips, and we're just going to go ahead and place them on our wreath, and we're going to use 3 of the berries. Now these red, white, striped peppermint sticks came from Walmart, and they were $1.48, and they also have the clip on, and these are little curly ones where you can just go ahead and pull them out once you have them secure in your wreath. I'm quite sure they went up because this was from last year, and I believe all Walmart picks are now like 244 is a weird number. It's either 222 or 244 for their picks. So of course everything went up. I remember some of those basic picks were 99 cents, and now they're 244. We're going to go ahead and add some more of our berries in there. And these, I believe, are the ones I got from Hobby Lobby. So we're going to go ahead and add 2 more in there. We're going to do the same thing. Make sure they're secure. Wrap it around. If you can't get the stems wrapped around, just add a little hot glue to the pick and then stick it in between the 2 branches and wrap it around. So now I went and got the rest of our red and white peppermint sticks. I told you we were going to use 2, and we are. So we're going to go ahead and place the other 3 inside of our wreath. Now these red and white drummers we got from Joann, they were $1.99, and we're going to put 5 of them throughout our wreath. Who knew Joann's was going to go out of business? I could not believe it. When I left, they just had a Christmas sale. When I came back, they were out of business. They were at the very end. I think they were like 70% off or 80 when I came back to the States. I was like, oh my God, who knew? So we're going to do the drummers the same way. We're just going to place them in the wreath. We're going to use the stem to tie it around the back of our frame. And then we're going to use the greenery to cover it. And we are going to use 5 of these drummers. I got these white picket Christmas trees, that's what I'm calling them, from Hobby Lobby, and they were $1.99 each. And we're going to do the exact same thing because they have that stem. We're going to place them in our wreath, and then we're going to make sure they're secured. Now with these, you take the same thing, you wrap around the stem, but you can also add a little hot glue before you cover it up just to make sure that is secure in your wreath, only because they're a little flimsy with the stem part. And I probably will go back after watching this video and add just a little hot glue just to make sure they stay inside. But we're going to do the exact same thing, take them through the wreath, and then just go ahead and tie it around, and then use the branches to cover the stem. Here's some more bulbs that I got from another pack. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little hot glue around the top part of the bulb and go ahead and press it down on the greenery. Now, you can always attach it to the mesh, or you can take string through the hoop of the bulb and take that and tie it to your frame if you want to do that. But if you do that, make sure you pop the top off and add hot glue to it. Stick it back on just to give a little bit more security. Once we have everything, we're going to go ahead and add the star to our show, which is the Dollar Tree sign. We're going to use the string that they gave us. We're going to go ahead and take it through two branches and tie it and secure it. But then we're also going to have to add the ribbon and the lollipop that we did take out to make it lay flat. And once we have that secure and we have everything where we want it, we're going to go ahead and you can add a little hot glue just to push it down. But make sure that you have everything the way you want it before you add that hot glue. This is the first time that I've ever done this, and I think this is a great idea. Every other year, take a wreath that you already have, take some of the items off, don't use them, add some new items just to reinvent the wreath, especially if it's one of those wreaths that you really, really like and you just need to zap it up a little bit. I would do that. And it cost us a little over $20 to redo this wreath. Well, my loves, thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. If you are new, hit that subscribe button because we want you to go on this journey with us. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. You are truly appreciated. Hit the like button, share. Have any comments, please leave me comments. Have a blessed day. Remember, it costs nothing to be kind, and we will see you in our next video. Aloha for now.